Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12. See, here we go, 13. Every time I say his age now, I want to go backwards. It's been almost a month, and I'm still on those days. But it's okay. He's 13. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He has autism, and he's actually doing a lot more of the painting himself now. I have him just kind of paint as much as he can, and then we go back and kind of smooth out the edges. So he's come a long way, and his vocabulary and just life skills and everything else, they're really like blossoming. And this, even though I want to keep saying he's 12, this 13 I think is going to be like his magic age where so much comes together for him, and he's really doing fabulous. So excuse me. It was a pretty busy day for us in the sense of what we did church-wise, and then he was just full of words and communication and just lots of talking, lots of everything. And for a long time he would talk, but he wouldn't necessarily be able to express his needs or try to explain things with me. And so now it's like a whole different kind of story, because he's able to kind of go through and he asks for what he wants, and he tells me that he does want to do something or he doesn't want to do something. But even with that, he still can have problems with like certain words and phrasing and trying to express himself, even though, believe me, it's I thank God every day for just everything that's happening, because he's grown so much. He's been able to handle so much more than he could before. And I feel like 13 really is going to be like where a lot of those skills kind of come together. And I just I get flabbergasted or overwhelmed. I don't even know what the right words are with everything, because there's just so much to it. He when he was little, the doctors told me that he may not be able to talk, and we went to numerous specialists and everything. And when you're told these things, it's kind of hard to take in, and you don't know exactly what to do or who to reach out to, and the resources that you think are there don't always, like, it's just, by the time you get from point A to point B to point C, you get so exhausted trying to figure anything out. Like, it's mind-boggling sometimes. In those early days, he really struggled with communication, and he started talking earlier, like saying things, letters and things like that, but it was still a lot of babble, and like he would call his toes as a group birthday candle. And so when I look at different parts of what he would say or what he would do, they didn't always connect. Like, he would tell me to turn right at the kangaroo. Well, I had no clue what right of the kangaroo was. Like, he couldn't explain what something was or where something was. He just would say, turn right at the kangaroo. So when I look back and I see these different moments in time, you can definitely see where he's grown and he's been able to connect with a lot of the different things. So, and I don't take any of it for granted. I don't take any of it to, like, that's why even now, like, things like he, and it brings tears, pointing. Pointing is one of those things that I can just jump for joy every time I think about it. He didn't point until much later. Like, we would work on it and we would do different things with his fingers to help him with the flexibility and fine motor skills and why we paint. But when I look and think about his pointing, it truly is one of those very emotional things for me because, you know, everyone points to something. Look at this, do this, you know, and cross the street here and point, you know. And so when he pointed for the very first time, it was an incredible victory to me. And it was years in the making. It wasn't something that just happened overnight. And today he pointed to his knee. He picked his knee up and he pointed to where he had fallen, and he had scraped his knee or cut his knee. And he wanted me to know that the sore was gone. And we worked through his words. But just as important as those words were him showing me exactly where. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing to know my son can point. And so I don't take those moments, and I know how hard he worked to get to that point. So those moments are huge things in our lives. And I truly feel blessed every time I look at him and see what he's done to get there. So it's not something that I just say, oh, okay, my son pointed. No, it's beyond. It's beyond that. It's amazement and beauty and thankfulness. So all right there. All right there. So, but anyways, I don't know. My paints are so thick, but I'm going to try it. I like doing these sprinkles every once in a while, as I call them, confetti. I usually end up wearing half of it on me, but that's okay too. I think I'm hearing rain again. I really truly wish it would stop. We right now in like my immediate area, there's not any see, I'm starting to wear it, flooding, but in the general vicinity and states next to me, there's lots of flooding, and it just breaks my heart because these poor people have been through so much, and to just continuously have these moments, it's so hard. So I pray and pray and pray that the rain will calm down and these storms will calm down. So, and I know it's worldwide right now. There's so many areas that are struggling with weather. So, okay, we got some party going on here. All right. So, O for Owen, since he helps me with the backgrounds. And then L and B. All right. Thanks so much for watching. You have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.